Hello class and welcome to week 11. This is the second half of a content module, so the assignments with guideline dates are wrapping up the history versus history discussion and finding a primary source. This is the fifth primary source that you have found. You'll do this one more time for module 6, and in the theme project you will create a website that uses 6 primary sources to tell a story of the American past. We'll learn more about that when we get to module 7, but I want to remind you that you have already been doing some of the work for that project. Today I want to talk about another historian, Patricia Nelson Limerick. She wrote a very important study of the history of the West called The Legacy of Conquest. What was groundbreaking about her research is she brought diversity to the study of the American West. She also emphasized the continuity of the experience of conquest and colonization throughout American history. It did not just happen in the western part of the country. And she emphasized and discussed the role of Native Americans and the processes that they participated in and were subject to as the government in the East proceeded to extend its power and reach throughout the entire continent. I also like Patricia Nelson Limerick because I am a scholar of California history, which was my field when I was in graduate school. I was always conscious of the East Coast bias that exists in all kinds of media. It's definitely true in sports media, and it's true in history as well. Much of what historians think is important in the past occurred on the East Coast. We've seen that in this class. The English colonies that became the United States of America were all on the eastern seaboard. But other things happened in other parts of what is today America. For example, 1776 is important because of the Declaration of Independence. That's also the year that the Presidio of San Francisco was founded by the Spanish in California. It's important to remember that when we study the past of this geographical space that is the United States of America, different stories have taken place at different times. I like how Patricia Nelson Limerick, in her work, makes the story of the American West a lot more interesting, colorful, and diverse than it had been. I hope that our class is going well for you, that your other classes are going well if you're taking any, and of course, that you have a great week.